digital economy. It is in different circles, but perhaps the leadership in government, as much as the private sector is taking the lead, I think that is also a very good...
you know, Mavis, I'm not sure the private sector is taking the lead. I mean, while we see our operators and those who are in the IT sector itself very active, are Ghanaian businesses really making use of these opportunities? I'm very happy to see that somebody's mobile phone is... you see, that's what happens when you're in a meeting about mobile. Okay, good. So, I'm happy to see that we have some developers in the audience. And what you're saying is that e-government should be driving this move of the citizen. How about all of our small and medium enterprises? How easy is it for them to make use of these opportunities right now? We still don't know the cost of bandwidth. A business person is not going to be able to predict and put it into their business plan. Kofi, you're a Ghanaian businessman, so I think that you're the best person to address that issue. And then I hope that the many developers who I see in the room, I see Regina, one of our top women developers sitting in the third row over there, that you'll be commenting when we come to the Q&A. Yeah.
It's a powerful question. We've actually in RANCA been working with a bit more of an African scope, and for Ghana and Nigeria, looking at the developer community, this is the individuals and the very small companies with smart, capable people who can write and develop applications and services. What they're struggling with is not relevance or innovation per se. What they're struggling with is monetization. So if they develop an app, or if they put out a service and it could actually meet some need or provide people convenience, or even entertainment, which are probably three categories for which users will adopt whatever you put out there. And even if they put it out initially for free and do what you call in-app billing, where people will pay small amounts as they use it, what we found to be the developer's challenge is how do I charge people for it? So
that is a Ghana-specific challenge.
It's not a Ghana-specific challenge. It applies almost everywhere. Slightly less in SA and everywhere in broadly across Africa. Slightly less in South Africa and then slightly less in Kenya because they have advanced their electronic and mobile payments infrastructure in such a way
Let me just ask you to expand a bit on that before I ask Mr. Roy to help us out on the industry side. The story we keep hearing about from Kenya, it's more or less a monopolistic situation. Are you saying that they have expanded the infrastructure, so whichever network you're on, you're able to do this now? Do they have interoperability? In South Africa, it seems it's a bit of a different situation, or is it also a monopoly? If you could share that with people so they have a better understanding of the issues.
Right. Well, Jimmy is smiling, he has a lot to share, I bet. But initially, monopolies are healthy to drive an industry, because what a large organization that is in a somewhat monopolistic role will do is they'll create a platform that others can build on top of. And they will usually have a large enough user base that the economics of it work. So the scenario in Kenya with Safaricom and M-Pesa is that there is a large enough user base that when an application and a service were rolled out, it made economic sense and third parties could engage it and would have a large enough customer base that they could make money off of it. When there is a base like that, and it relates to the point that was made earlier about the mobile industry is dominated by 2 operating systems, the PC industry is dominated by 2 operating systems, that's actually what makes things work. That lots of developers can build lots of applications and target iOS or target Android, and actually target both, and even a third operating system platform like RIMS, because they can make money off of it. Each of those ecosystems have enough users around them for it to make economic sense. In the Kenyan scenario, having M-Pesa being supported, M-Pesa has largely been Equity Bank and Safaricom. Now, with a large enough population on Safaricom within that market, that's a single regulatory market, and the regulator's influence is key there. So single regulatory market, large operator, service rolled out, then you get the economies of scale. In Ghana, if developers are going to be able to make money looking at their local market, right, or in Nigeria for that matter, they need a way by which users who adopt a relevant application can pay them. Now, historically, and Roy will be able to explain this even better, what the mobile operators have allowed is for their billing systems to be used to charge with like SMS, small amounts. But as you go up the chain to things in a higher price range, equivalent of 50 US cents or $1 or even a Ghanaian cedi, the old regime of a mobile billing system and revenue share doesn't work as well. And that's where mobile payments, if it takes off properly, if users adopt, and your point on interoperability is fundamental for any market where there are lots of players. In Ghana, where you have 6 telcos, 3 or 4 of them with mobile payment wallets, you need a certain amount of interoperability so that if we did a sample of this room and we ask how many are MTN, Airtel, Glo, Tigo, Vodafone, Expresso, you would be able to have enough interactions if they could all exchange value as much as you can with your cash or with your Visa or your MasterCard. If that isn't there, then commerce will be impeded by the economics not being fungible.
No, I think all true, but I'll probably rewind a bit before coming into the mobile money, because there are quite a few questions hanging directed towards the industry. One, Kofi himself presented initially, I just noted down subsidies on smartphones. Now, I think the operators are doing their bit. Large part of the smartphones, modems, all internet equipment are very highly subsidized. Subsidized with usage being offered in them, subsidized directly as well. I think that's helped tremendously. Over a period of last 2 years, I think the Ghana penetration of internet has gone up about 2.5, 3 times. Today, there are different claims, ranges from 15% to 25%, but I put a stake on the ground at 15% definitely. I think we have that. And Ghana would be probably, outside of South Africa, within Africa, one of the highest, most penetrated internet communities. I am not sure about the 35% in Kenya, which you need to probably check.
Can I stop you there and just say, is this something, he launched a specific challenge. He said, is it possible that because we have mobile number portability, that operators are not doing more in terms of the circulation of lower cost subsidized handsets? Is this something that could be done within the framework of the Chamber of Telecommunications? Come to an agreement among operators and then make it possible that despite MNP, we could have some subsidies from operators, as we see in other markets, bundles, you know, you buy a bundle, you're tied in for 6 months, that kind of thing. Your comment?
I'm saying I think we've done a very